Representative Katherine Clark, Democrat Massachusetts, took the floor to nominate Representative Hakeem Jeffries, Democrat New York, for the 8th time on the House floor, to be the Speaker. This time, however, the Democrat nominating him took the opportunity to rebuke the Republican Party. The historic dysfunction that we are seeing, in the inter-party fight, that the American people have been drawn into, is imperiling our national security. It will imperil the ability of this government to deliver basic services, Clark warned. It is imperiling our jobs and our responsibility to serve our constituents. The House is at a standstill, so there are members that can't provide constituent services to those in their states back home. So, if for example, a veteran needs help navigating his or her benefits and the complexities of the VA, they're left in the dark. For anyone trying to get someone to help them with a misfiled tax return and for a widow lost in how to navigate Social Security, there is no one in to help. But it is also entirely predictable. They're failing to convene Congress today, but for years, they have failed to deliver the votes for the American people, she said to Applause. When small businesses needed to reopen, and the American people wanted vaccines, they said no. Clark began with a list of things Republicans opposed. When we capped insulin costs for seniors at $35 a month, they said no. When we lowered health care costs and premiums for working families, they said no. When we defended the civil rights of LGBTQ+ Americans, they said no. When we protected lives from senseless gun violence, especially in the wake of the horrors of Buffalo and Uvalde, they said no. When we stood up for women and reproductive freedom, they said no. When we brought manufacturing back to America, they said no. When we answered the urgent call to protect our planet and invest in clean energy, and create tens of millions of good-paying jobs, they said no. She went on to cite equal pay, child care, paid family leave, the fundamental right to vote for every American, and supporting veteran access to health care were all no votes from Republicans. When we defended our democracy, 2 years ago tomorrow, from a tyrannical president, following the January 6th insurrection, they said no, Clark said. House Democrats will stand together. We will stand for the American people. It is our job and our responsibility to elect a speaker who stands with them, and with great pride, I nominate Hakeem Jeffries.